Our brand is it's called ProBike Tool. We sell our own brand of premium bicycle tools, so things like literally bottle cages, pumps, tools. You know, we go for that kind of more premium end of the market, and very much we want to have that one-to-one relationship, you know, off Amazon at the end of the day. So one of our strategies is obviously is look at our customer acquisition strategy. So then we've kind of started developing a whole load of different sort of lead magnets, whether it's kind of papers, competitions, a whole variety of different things, obviously kind of normal kind of giveaways. So this is an example really of about a tactic in terms of how we use competitions. So we have a target this year for ourselves in terms of growing our customer list to about 10,000. So this is more of a traditional email list. We started the year off at about 2,000, so that's kind of a bit of a context really. So we want to grow by by email, but also then as Paul touched on, and I know it says ManyChat, obviously we'll change it sometime. Also we're trying to get people onto the bot conversation. Also in terms of kind of what the competition we wanted to do as well, we wanted to drive our social media following, so we very much will go through in terms of what we do on social media. We want to really get more people to follow us on as many channels as possible on social media, whether that's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. It's very much kind of that brand-centric kind of getting those interactions in different places and different types of content. We also want to have just more engagement with our customers. We deal with a very, very passionate audience, to be honest, quite male-orientated, but people that love cycling and nuts on it. With time as well, we want to drive more kind of backlinks back to our website to kind of to drive ranking and that sort of thing. And ultimately, again, going back to on a brand, we want to grow our brand. You know, we want to become a global brand. So this is kind of the process flow. Nix is going to go through more in terms of the detail for how we do it on Instagram and how we do it on Facebook. But kind of, you know, the concept is we run every month now. We run a giveaway competition, we advertise it or host it or post it, which Nix will go on to in terms of Facebook and on Instagram. In terms of for us, it tends to be, you know, 10 years difference, literally more like 25 to 35. Facebook is literally more kind of, you know, 35 to 55. And also it tends to be a bit more international audience. We use a piece of software, a service called Gleam.io. And Gleam.io kind of achieves what we want to do in terms of kind of getting more subscriptions and capturing data. It sends you off into different places, so you're literally going to go on to, Nix will go on to it, but you can send you off. So you always get the email as part of a kind of as a basic acquisition, but also the more times you enter into it, you get more points there potentially that you can win. So you get the email, automatically goes into Aweber or into MailChimp. They automatically as well then within our cycles will also send out a couple of emails a month. So those emails include editorial, they include offers, so we automatically get them on that. Even then within that email, which we trialled actually last week, so it's got a ManyChat link. So automatically then went into the Facebook bot, so we've automatically got them in that one already, so we've got the email, and eventually part of that cycle we can get them into the Facebook bot. They have to subscribe, so they subscribe to YouTube, so we've also built a whole deck of content on YouTube, whether that's how-to videos, promotional videos. It's very much in terms of kind of building that, in terms of kind of content marketing. And then Nixie then will go to in terms of kind of getting people onto Instagram and on Facebook. Okay.
So I'm going to take you through our strategy, how we're doing that. So Instagram, we have currently about 69,000 followers on Instagram, so it's a really good number. We're trying to grow it constantly. And so what we're starting off, we're posting to our community, nice image, and then it will be, normally have emojis on there saying, amazing offer, grab it here. So it will be in the C link in the bio. And then we also will put the same post, but make it into an ad. And then you can see here, we then use different ways of marketing that. So either it'll be the post and the ad, and also it will be in the story. But the story refreshes every 24 hours, so a bit like Snapchat. And we refresh the stories maybe 4 times in that period that we run the competition, always slightly different graphics and trying to run engagement. And the way we also push this out is through our influencers. We've got influencer marketing going, and we have got 15 ambassadors. So these are male, female, passionate cyclists. So really a combination of mountain bikers, road cyclists, and they have a huge following themselves. And we have got contracts with them whereby we say, okay, you must post ever so often, so they have got an SLA with us. And if not, they're going to get striked, they come off, and we've got lots of people who want to be ambassadors. So we're in a really pretty good position to keep that going. As you can see down there, we've got our logo now on 2 teams. So we are sponsoring teams in the UK. One is a semi-professional, you'd say, COBC.
This is a road race team. It's literally the top 3 amateur team in the country.
Yeah.
They also, their other main sponsor is a cycling brand called Colnago, which is one of the top sexy bikes. So to be associated with that, and they're a phenomenal bunch of athletes and lovely guys.
We've got the other test team, which is a time trial test team. They are local to us, but they've got quite big influence. So they're on it as well, and they're literally pushing out these on top of what we're doing with posting and ads, and they're sending it out to their followers. And then, as you can see, it's not that great on here, unfortunately, but as Chris elaborated a little bit earlier, you've got the amounts of hits that we're trying to do. We're saying, okay, there's 4 tools, they're worth about $80, £75, round about there. And if you enter, not only via giving us your email, which you have to do anyway, but then you also hit us up on YouTube, you're going to like us on Facebook, you have 4 or 5 more entries that count towards it. And really, we had some really good feedback for the last one we did, because we then publish Simon A or Sonia B, the winners. And that's come up really well, because they've then had links going back saying, oh my God, brilliant, you're actually telling us that they were winners. And then sometimes the winners come on and go, yeah, I got my box of goodies. So it's driving engagement, and also a lot of people, maybe I'll say that on Facebook, which is our next one, on Facebook, lots of comments. So then we get shown more often to audience, bigger audiences. We get it going. We've got our social media manager commenting back. So we've got a conversation going. The more love we get from Facebook, the better. But on Facebook, we have got about nearly 15,000 followers now. That's growing. Again, really simple ads, very little text, posting it to the community, then boosting it through Facebook ads, and then again giving them the option of the different channels that we can lock them in for the future. And then once they go onto our mailing list, obviously we then hit them again. But I think somebody talked about that, we don't hit them enough yet. We need to hit them more. So what we do is we do this once a month, campaign runs for 2 weeks, and the last one we did, we got 2,000 new emails, which is great. That's really good. We had 700 new YouTube subscribers, 800 on Instagram, and 700 Facebook likes. So
Followers,
yeah. Yeah, followers. So 150 new Facebook bot customers. So that's really our target where we want to go. And when we then sent an offer, we had an uptake of up to 100 on that. So then, maybe that's not part of this, but adding value to. Maybe next time we'll show you our funnels. So in terms of what we classify as a cold audience, a warm audience, a hot audience, and how we hit them. And what approach we're taking with content and different marketing. So I think that'd be a good thing to do. Also, who's got pensions? Are you using your money wisely to take less tax? You put it into pensions if you can afford it. There's another one. No, that's an added benefit. I thought I'm going to throw that in. Okay. Yeah, okay, come on, okay. Value add. Now, any questions?
How successful was using Gleam? I like Gleam quite a bit.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, worked. I say in terms of what we wanted it to do was to get people onto YouTube, get them onto Instagram, just get more engagement. Whether we eventually maybe host something on our own website, I'm not sure. So this is a separate, so this is the cheaper version of Glean. You can do one which you can pixel, and then you can embed in your own website, but that's like $400
Did you find it easier than Parr?
We didn't. I'd heard just generally more better things than that. Once you kind of learn it, it's just like, stick with it. It's working.
Yeah.
You know, and even then, I don't think we had it, but even then, kind of, so I think it was about averaged out in terms of campaign, in terms of kind of acquisition, it was about 35p per lead we've got. So, pretty good, to be honest, isn't it? And at least then as well, because we're doing another one now, and then at least then kind of AWeb and MailChimp then dedupes the new people, because obviously you've got people doing multiple times. But again, we've got even more engagement. So the beauty is, you know, it's getting even more engagement. People are going, oh, this is so cool, these look so cool. And we've also got an amazing photographer who also does our videos, who just makes something just like, whoa.
Shiny.
And people are just like, I've got to have that. And especially on Instagram, people are just like, whoa.
And where does Gleam fit into, so I missed that slide, where does Gleam fit into your marketing? Does it go from the ad, Facebook ad to the landing page there, or?
So which one?
Where does Gleam fit into the?
So yeah, you literally just click it. You it's just an ad. It's just a URL like manager, you know, like any of those sorts of things.
Okay.
And then it goes to a. This is kind of like a landing page.
It's Gleam, so I know the Facebook ad.
Yeah, sorry, no. This is ad, post, boost, and then this is the Gleam landing page. So in terms of consistency, then you have to put in your email, and then people do. It's amazing, and then you literally kind of like, oh, and then people just add it and add it and add it. And then also then we've seen our views go up on YouTube videos. So one thing we need to get our act together then is do all the backlinks on all the YouTube, which we're doing at the moment, which Jim, who works for us, is doing, and then maybe some offers on that. And then that'll give some YouTube ranking and some juice on that sort of one.
Excellent. More questions? Let's give it up.